when I've made these YouTube videos for you, I've tried to find something that you can make. So today, again, so that we don't have to go out and buy many things, I'm just using paper, scissors and maybe a bit of glue. And we're going to use our scissors to cut what we need to. It's just a few examples of ones that I've done while I've been getting it ready for you, and then we'll show you how to make some of them. Some angels. Well, that's what they're supposed to be. These are placemats. This one's a large placemat, and you could make this, and I've written Happy Christmas at the top from me, so people can use it to put their dinner plates on at Christmas time. And this one could be anything really. If you fold it round, it's a bit like a Christmas tree. So you could colour it and put sort of different decorations on it. And this one is the one that needs the glue. So I've cut that one already, and that one is a lantern. Some of them are to put on the table, some of them are you can use to hang as Christmas decorations, or the other thing you can do, and I hope you're all going to do this, is to use them to put on the front of a card or to write on the back of a card, "Thank you for my present." So shall we start with the coaster? This is the coaster. You need to get a piece of paper. I've just got ordinary A4 paper here. And you need a round shape on it. So I've used a saucer, and you just need the pencil. When I can find what I've done with that, here's the pencil, to draw around the saucer to get a nice round shape. And then you take your scissors and cut around that round shape. Cut it as neatly as you can, because we don't want to do it rubbish, do we? It's for Christmas and it might be a present for somebody. I remember my Nana used to like all the things I made for her. And even when she died, there was a lot of stuff that I'd made for her that she was wanting to keep. So there's a nice circle. Well, sort of nice. It went a bit funny. Fold it in half. And in half again. And in half again. Till you've got a sort of triangle shape. Cone shape, I guess is best to describe it. And now you just cut wherever you like to make a pattern. So there's a hole in the middle. I'm going to make the edge of it a little bit nice, so I'm cutting that in triangles. Okay. Then we go down the folds and we make some little cuts there. Little cut going in like that. A longer one here. You have to cut that off there. Another triangle here. Another longer cut here. Shall we finish with a little round one there? So it's just like that. And no two will be the same. It's a bit like snowflakes. When God made snowflakes, he decided to make them all different. So there's never two that are the same. And here we are There you go. A little coaster that people can use to put their drinks on at Christmas. You can do the same with a big one to get one for a placemat. So you would just use a whole sheet of paper, and I haven't got any whole sheets of paper left, so let's do a half sheet to give you an idea. So we do a sheet of paper here. Oops. If you've got a whole sheet, you'll get a bigger one. Fold it in half again, in half again. Put an oblong rectangle shape, and you just do the same as you did with the round one. Decide where you're going to have some cutting. What shall I do? Little triangles there. This side we'll do one big triangle. This side we'll do some long thin ones. There you go. And what should I do at the bottom edge, because I haven't done any there? Maybe some little circle ones. It's always good when you open it, because it looks a bit funny there. And then you open it up. And what have we got? A placemat. Best to do that on a sheet of A4, because that's the better size for a nice placemat. Now the other thing I'm going to show you is the lantern. And here's a piece of paper. This is about 1/3 of an A4. So you need 1/3 of the size of an A4. You get the sheet like that, you fold it in half, and then you take your scissors and you just cut. Make sure they're all about the same size, but don't cut right to the bottom. So you cut to about there, and you cut all the way along at about, not as much as a centimetre, less than a centimetre apart, and all go to the same side, same place on that bottom one. So we just keep cutting all the way along until we get to the end, which is what I've done on this one. All cut to the end. Then what you do, you take this side and this side, and you put them like that. And what we need is the glue now on this one. So we put the glue here. And there's our lantern. Now what you can do with another strip of the paper is make a handle for it. So you just cut a strip like that, or you can do it if you've got some sewing needles, you can thread one in. So get a strip like that, out with your glue again, and we put the glue on each end. And then we stick it onto that side and then on the opposite side. there's our lantern. Whoops. You can hang that on the Christmas tree, or you can just hang it a lantern to see the way with. Now the other thing I made that I showed you, I think, was my line of angels. You know, when Jesus was born, the angels came to tell everybody that Jesus had been born, the Son of God had come to earth. And the Bible tells us there was a multitude of them. Well, a multitude's more than 4, but let's see how we can make our angels. So you get a half, this is a half of A4. You don't want it too fat because they need to be long and thin. Again, you fold it in half. Fold it in half again. See if I can do it in half once more. If you're strong, you can do it in half once more. The more you fold it, the more angels you get. Now this bit, the folded bit down there, now you need to be careful of, because that's what keeps it all together. And you need to also make sure you don't cut through the whole of this side, because that needs to be kept together. So let's start with the angel's halo. So we'll have a little halo. There you go. There's the halo cut like that. And then their head. So you go round, round, round to there. Now if you want to, you can draw this out before you cut it, so that you don't make any mistakes. And the wings now, let me draw it for you so we can see what we're doing. There's the angel's neck, and they were praising God, so their wings were going up here and down here. So there's the wings going down there, and then we come out into their robes. So I've drawn it on it, that's that now, so that we can see where we're cutting. So having cut the angel's head, let's go down to the neck. And up we go to the wing. You have to leave a big piece there, otherwise they won't join together. So that goes there. And then we come out to the end of their skirt. And we should have a multitude of angels. There you go. Now what you can do if you want to, I'll just fold these back. So you do this before you undo them. If you want to have a little pattern on their skirt, like this one's got, we just do that here. So we can, like we did with the coaster and the serviette thing and the snowflake, you just cut a little pattern out to make it a little bit more interesting, but that's optional. So there's the angels. No, we won't do one on the top at this stage. Maybe I'll do a little bit there. So now if I open them out now, there we go, they've got a pattern skirt on. And you can, of course, make them more human. I've only got a green pen, but they can have some eyes and a mouth. There we go, there's eyes and a mouth. The mouth's open like that because they're singing. So there's the angels that sung when Jesus was born. A lamp to light the way. The angels that sang when Jesus was born. And then when we feast, to remember, a little coaster, a little placemat, and as I said, you can use them to say thank you or you can use them to say Happy Christmas, which is what I'm saying to you. Happy Christmas.